Crime Stoppers doesn't have a career to offer you. So it's perfect that I've come along tonight. But of all of the careers we have heard of, they've all got many similarities. Community safety is at the heart of every one of them, whether it's prevention with case managers or whether it's dealing with the offenders at the courts or in the correctional facilities. We're all looking at community safety. We're all looking at either working as police officers or working closely with the Queensland Police Service, which is something that we can definitely help you with. So I'm going to try and take a long presentation down to a short one.
Are you concerned about a rising crime rate in Queensland? Armed robberies, serious assaults, accident burglaries, and vehicle theft? You can help. Report your suspicions or information about criminal activity anonymously to Crime Stoppers Queensland, the volunteer organisation helping to create safer local communities. Report online or call 1-800 333 000. Crime Stoppers. Every piece of information helps.
Another thing that all these crews have in common is they all deal with members of the public. Total strangers that you don't meet until they turn up on your doorstep. For whatever reason, you need to be able to talk to anyone and everyone in the community, and this is how we can help you. Crime Stoppers Queensland is a registered charity and community volunteer organisation. We're managed by a volunteer board of directors, a state office, and admin staff, supported by over 500 volunteers around Queensland, and working in major partnership with the Brisbane Airport Corporation, Brisbane City Council, CrimSafe and the Queensland Police Service. We are not part of the Queensland Police Service. We are separate, we are a registered charity and community volunteer organisation. Who just learned something new? Fantastic, my job's done. Our vision is a safe, empowered community. And the way we're going to do that is to provide and promote communication mediums to facilitate community participation in solving and preventing crime. So we're going to get the public to help us, to help the Queensland Police Service to make the place safer. Let's speed it up a bit. Our methodology, that was our board of directors. If any of them see it, apologies for saving time. Our methodology, we've got our free hotline number, 1-800 333 000. We've got our website, crimestoppersqld.com.au. And last year we launched our mobile app, free to all smartphones, Crime Stoppers QLD, available at all the app stores. All of these mediums are available for the community to report information about criminal activity online and anonymously. And that anonymity is paramount. Calls are not traced nor recorded, and neither are IP addresses from computers or mobile phones. Information providers need not give their name, but are rather known by a PIN or a code number. Remaining anonymous overcomes any fear of retaliation or involvement. You can never be issued a summons if no one knows who you are. If an arrest follows, callers may be eligible for a financial reward and anonymous collection via Suncorp branches of those funds. And of course, our service does not replace the Australian Emergency 000 phone number. So anonymity is our key. It's what we're about. It's what separates us from the Queensland Police Service. As soon as you call them, before they answer the phone, they know everything about you. We guarantee that we will never trace your call, we will never record your call or your online submission. Our corporate objectives, and these are the objectives from the Board of Directors, State Office, as well as all of the volunteers around Queensland that we have, is to promote our landline toll-free hotline number, our website and our mobile app. Is to increase awareness of the Crime Stoppers program, and it's to raise funds for the Cash Rewards program. We're not government funded, we're not part of the police service. Just like any other charity, we have to raise our own money through partnerships and sponsorships and through fundraisers at local community events. When we look around Queensland, and this is where we can start to help you and you can start to help us and the community. Our 500 volunteers are based on 29 area committees from Cairns in North Queensland, Mount Isa, and we're actually cheeky, we're Coolangatta Tweed. We do it better than New South Wales, so we're going to start taking over. So we've encroached into there. In Brisbane Central area, we've got 6 volunteer area committees, and then as you go out, we've got Logan, Beaudesert, Pine Rivers, Caboolture. So wherever you live, there's a good chance that we're going to be near you. You can help us and we can help you. Our website, if you go to the main Australia website, you'll then go to ours. Ours is better because we do everything better in Queensland. So on our website, you can do everything from reporting criminal information to also finding out what Crime Stoppers does in Queensland. We're not just about taking that information from the public. While it is our core strength and our core focus, it's not all we're about. So I'd advise later on tonight, maybe tomorrow, because it might be a late night, go and have a look at our website. Who's got a smartphone? Fantastic. We're onto it. We've got an app. This is our app. Not only can you report your information anonymously on our app, but you can have a look. You can even give us money on this app. Try it out, see how it goes. Always put a number in front of the zeros, not just zeros. But you can find out what we're doing. You can also get alerts. So if you're on the Queensland Police Service Facebook page, they give out a lot of stuff, a heck of a lot of stuff. We minimise that down, and anything that we feel is very important and urgent, we'll actually push out through our app. So you can sign up and say, look, I live in North Queensland. Anything that's urgent, we can actually push out to apps with your permission, and you can help the Queensland Police Service find someone who's missing or find someone who's wanted immediately. Our community events, so our volunteers, it's actually 535 people around Queensland. They attend all local events. So they'll go to the Brisbane Echo, they'll go to the local shows, the Cairns show, the Mackay show. We'll go to Beef Week in Rockhampton. We'll go to multicultural events, festivals and things like this. Our key objective, as we saw earlier, is to promote the Crime Stoppers program. To make sure as many people as possible know our logo, our brand, our phone number. Believe in us, believe that it is anonymous, and believe that their information can help and will make a difference. On top of promotions, we also raise funds. As I said earlier, we are the registered charity. For volunteers, you don't volunteer if you're not having fun. So anything we do has to be fun, has to be exciting, and has to be interesting. So our fundraising days are from the Bunnings barbecues to golf days, bowls days, anywhere where we can come together, have a ball and raise money for the organisation. We have a van. I should say we had a van. We sold it a month ago. It was a big van and people kept crashing it. We're engaged by the Queensland Government every year to go down to the Gold Coast Schoolies Community Safety Response, bring on 350 volunteers just for that 1 week to make sure that the school leavers are enjoying their rite of passage and enjoying it safely. We walk around in teams of 4, we make sure they're okay. We advise them that in Queensland it's illegal to drink alcohol on the street and they should tip it out before old mate in blue comes down and gives them a ticket. We take them home if they're feeling like their legs aren't working as well as they should. We assist them home. Always in teams of 4, always keeping it safe, but making sure that they're having an enjoyable time, but they're not going to go home with regrets at the end of the week. So if you are looking for something to do, whether it's for 1 night or for 7 nights in the end of November, schooliesvolunteer.com.au, come and give us a bell. At the end of it, you will get a certificate issued by the Queensland Government, which always looks good on a resume. So if that's your only reason for coming, I don't care, come down and have a walk. It is fun.
$10 million stolen property recovered. $600 million of illegal drugs seized. 21 murders and 20 attempted murders solved. More than 24,000 offenders arrested. All from anonymous information given to Crime Stoppers Queensland, the volunteer organisation that guarantees anonymity. Report online or call 1-800-333-000. Crime Stoppers. Every piece of information helps.
Big numbers. As a volunteer, it's always good to have a feeling that you are doing something worthwhile. We know that we are helping community safety when we're out there talking to people, but results always assist in backing this up. So as an organisation, these figures are just in Queensland alone, and I'm not going to go through them all, but in the last calendar year, we had a fantastic growth. 8.8% change in a number of contacts to Crime Stoppers in Queensland. So whether it's phone calls or internet reports, 43,907 people contacted us in the last year. This year we're looking at breaking that again. From all of that information, it's not all useful. We're a free call. Some people just like to talk. We talk and then we hang up. So not all calls are useful. So out of those 43,000 calls, about 25,000 of them were turned into something useful that we could give to the Queensland Police Service that they could then use to investigate. From that information, 2,226 arrests were made on 505,500 charges. a 22% increase on where we have been in the year before. This is our 25th year of operation in Queensland. In the first 10 years, our information led to 3,000 arrests. In last year alone, 2,226. As an organisation, we're growing not only in statistics, but in volunteers and in credibility in Queensland. When we look at stats since our birth in 1989, 722,000 contacts, over 27,000 people arrested on 71,000 charges. The biggest one on the board for me, 25 families had closure because their loved one's murder was solved because someone took time out of their day to give us a call, to tell us what they knew about that crime, that murder, and 20 attempted murders. And they might not have known the whole story, but they had part of it, and that part of it helped the Queensland Police Service investigate the murder and solve the murder. 25 murders in 25 years. We're very proud of it. Over $620 million worth of drugs. Boy, if we were on the black market, we'd be having a ball, wouldn't we? $10.5 million worth of property and $4 million proceeds of crime. I say we are the best in Australia, and I mean we're the best in Australia. Our stats back it up. We don't get the most calls, we don't make the most reports from those calls. But with help from our major partners, the Queensland Police Service, our stats, our arrests, our charges are by far the best. 40% of all arrests in Australia, because of calls to Crime Stoppers, happened in Queensland. One phone call. So the power of one phone call. March 2010, a quick little story. There was suspected drug activity in Toowoomba. A caller gave us the call, not the best information. A sweet old lady that couldn't give us the best information. You can remain anonymous, or you will remain anonymous unless you don't want to with Crime Stoppers. She was willing to give us her name and her phone number, so that if the local police did want to contact her, they had the ability to do so. Now, her name and phone number stayed with a confidential team of the Queensland Police Service, our Crime Stoppers unit, in a little book that no one had access to. The information went out to the detectives in Toowoomba, and it said that we do have the caller's details if you require them. They were required, and it took the investigators a lot of effort to get the phone number and the name off our Crime Stoppers unit. Because although you've given us permission, we want to make sure it's needed before we give out your identity. So it was given out, and the detectives began Operation Ice Winnebago. This operation took 15 months to come to closure. So if you give us a call, because our mate next door is doing drugs, don't expect 5 minutes later the Queensland Police Service to turn up with lights and sirens blaring and knocking down the door. It takes time. The Queensland Police Service has to investigate. They have to put all of the pieces of the puzzle together before they can act on it. Out of that low quality information, we had 34 people arrested on 130 charges and various drug trafficking and drug supply. So one piece of information, not the best, but had a fantastic result. What we're looking for, a whole list of things. Most importantly for you guys, we're looking for volunteers. Volunteers in our organisation promote and fundraise for Crime Stoppers. We get out there in the community, we mingle with people, we deal with people who we don't know are going to turn up. You will learn how to talk to people from all walks of life. From young kids who want a wristband that glows in the dark, from old ladies who just want to chat. You'll learn to deal with people. On all of our area committees, we have at least one police representative. On our Brisbane Centenary Area Committee, based out just somewhere, Centenary Way, it's not even a suburb. Elaine is actually our police representative. So by volunteering with Crime Stoppers, you actually get to volunteer and natter with a Queensland Police Service officer. So if you want to ask all those questions but you don't want to go down to your local station, come sign up with us and annoy them while you're volunteering with us. Of course, you get that great sense of I'm helping the community, I'm keeping someone safe, because the more people who know the number, the more people who believe it's anonymous, the more people who, when they have the chance to give us the information, will give us the information, and that will lead to a safer community. The people who give us money, we have to thank them, because without them they're not around. So Brisbane Airport Corporation, Brisbane City Council, CrimSafe and the Queensland Police Service don't give us money, but they do a great job with us. These people don't give us so much money, so we don't thank them for it all. most importantly, to the 535 volunteers around Queensland, and out the back later we are going to have 4 of them. They'll be in white shirts, not black. They look just as awesome, and when you volunteer with us, you get one of them for free. Absolutely. So our volunteers are integral to the success of Crime Stoppers in Queensland, and we do thank them. Thank you very much for your time.